Fuyo, so much money.
Danny, the third. What's up, taters? How y'all doing? Hold on. Dang, who's this? Gary? Hello, Gary, for being our first sponsor. All y'all all donating already. Hey, Tree, how are you this evening? I worked at the ATL elections yesterday, and I was the only one there who wasn't a Dem or female. Go figure. Yeah, go figure. Congrats for infiltrating their space. Okay, hold on, guys. Um, hold on. There we go. Listen, this is going to be a different type of show because I took notes. This really was a red wave. Um, Please correct me if I'm wrong, but the only seats that were flipped were the ones from Republican and Democrats. I tried. There was a lot of elections throughout the nation, and I was trying to see, was there any seats that were Republican that a demon rat took? Were there? I mean, I'm saying to myself like, okay, this is what you call a red wave. This is an actual red wave because I was doing the research and I decided to do some cheating because I went to a Republican Twitter account. And I mean, you should see how many seats were flipped. Okay. Look, I mean, it looked so crazy. It was more like a tsunami and instead of a wave because of the fact that a lot of Democrat seats were flipped. Now, we're not going to count New York. I'm sorry. I know some of you guys are sucking on that copium. Only New York City is blue, the rest is red. Yeah. Tell yourself whatever you got to go to sleep at night, dude. New York is blue. Your district may be red, okay, or your little county may be red, but when you put them all together, it makes the color blue, okay. But I was looking at and we're gonna go over all of this. So this is gonna be a different tree show because normally I will divide the first hour by politics and the second hour by social events. And I guess this would be a good time to take calls, but I don't want to talk to you guys, so I'm joking. I love you. I love you. I love you. I want to talk to you. I will set that up in the future where those of you who are members of my website will get a chance to call in, okay? You better impress me. I know how I hate when people get on the line on Discord and I go, "Hey, who am I talking to?" Hello? Yes, this is Tree from Treehouse News or the Tree Show. Hey, what's your name? Can you hear me? I can hear you loud and clear. What's your name? Oh, okay. My name is Gerald. Hey, Gerald, how are you doing? What can I do for you today? Uh, yeah. See, yeah, like what you were saying earlier. I agree. Like I don't want these kind of callers. These are the kind of people. These kind of people is like, you guys need to have some self-awareness. You really do. You need to know whether you are a good caller or not. Now, some of y'all don't have no self-awareness. I can tell by the things you say to me in the chat. And can I say something else in reference to the chat? Okay. There's a lot of you all who are new and you don't know me that well. So when you see me fight with one of my viewers, please know that he's going to be okay. Like, it's like some of these people say, Tree, don't be. One thing I can't stand is somebody telling me, a woman, to not be so hard on a man that's saying something that I think is stupid. Don't do that. You are doing what I hate other women do to their husbands when they see their husbands fight. Now, I am by no way, shape, and form on the level of a man, okay? Men are physically superior. It doesn't matter how tall I am. It doesn't matter how many times I go to the weight and lift weights. It doesn't matter. But when you see us having a disagreement, stay out of our argument. Let us handle it. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to resolve itself. But when you guys go, Tree, don't be so mean, you are actually emasculating the man I'm talking to. You think he can't handle it? You really think that these men, and it's not always men, it's just the last 2 arguments I have been in with men, very alpha, testosterone-induced men. And then it just dies down after a while. I say what I gotta say. They got to say what they gotta say, and it's over with. It's over with. But because the people who have a hard time watching me go toe to toe with another person in the chat, these are people who were raised in a house with no conflict. Do you know what I mean? Their parents never argued in front of them. They never had a disagreement in front of them. So to see 2 people arguing makes them feel uncomfortable because they didn't come from this environment. I came from that environment, and men and women who was raised in that environment are also accustomed to that too. So you are talking about 2 different cultures where we have no problem arguing in front of everybody. So just because it makes you feel uncomfortable, that's your problem, not mine. And like I said, like last night, I was arguing with 3 guys. I was arguing with 3 guys who were butthurt that I wouldn't use real clear politics. It was the most funniest thing I have seen in a long time. It was absolutely hilarious. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to the live stream I had last night. I didn't ban any of them, all right? But I didn't like when a couple of people were like, Tree, you need to understand that. And I like, stay out of my fights. I can't stand that. I know how men feel, and I'm not a man. I'm not trying to, like, I just got to say this. I can sympathize with men. When you have 2 men arguing with each other, and then a woman talking about something, the situation with Alec Baldwin. Do you understand that his wife, I was clowning his wife. I had some of y'all defend that heifer. She don't need to be defended. Alec Baldwin was standing there recording on his own. He didn't need her to record. And he was handling his own thing. And he looked at her and said, I got this. Thank you. I got this. All right. I got this. And she still wouldn't shut up. What's up, Malcolm? Malcolm said a few seats flipped from Republican to Democrat, but it was a red wave for the most part here in Connecticut for sure. Okay, so in Connecticut there was a few seats that flipped from Republican and Democrat. Okay, thank you for letting me know. The state still remains a leftard mess overall. Yeah, goddamn Connecticut, man. You in Vermont, Connecticut, New York, California, and Illinois. I don't even put you in the equations of possibly being flipped. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna just say this, and then we're gonna go into the results because we're still going through the results from New Jersey, and it's so tight right now. But I just wanted to say that if you see me arguing with someone in the chat, especially a man, I think it's humiliating to the man when you sit up here and tell me, a woman, not to be so hard on him. You're saying that basically he's a sissy boy. You're saying he's a beta, and you are caping for him. You are actually, that is so emasculating for you to sit up here and get in front of him and guard him from me. And this week alone, every man that I have come after, they have held their own. If I'm lying, tell me which one of them didn't handle their own. Did you see the meltdown that Joy Reid had after the red wave? It was so satisfying to see that smug smirk off her face. Joy Reid, man, I don't even know why you guys are dealing with that ugly clown. I saw it. Of course, I saw it. I saw it. She's a clown. All right, so let's go ahead and first of all, let me set something up, and then we're gonna get right into the results. Okay, so hold on a second for me. Be right back. Hey everybody, this is Tree from treeoflogic.com. Listen, I want you to go to my website, treeoflogic.com, and I want you to bookmark it right now. Stop what you're doing. Go to www.treeoflogic.com for you boomers and treeoflogic.com for everybody else. And I want you to favorite and bookmark it. That is where you're going to find all my content. You're going to find my schedule. You're going to find out what I'm doing, what's happening, what I'm up to. And you're going to also find other trinkets of what about my content. So if you don't see me on YouTube for a couple of days or 3 days gone by and you don't see any YouTube videos, you need to go to treeoflogic.com, go to the news and update section, and there it will tell you what's going on, what happened, and where you can find my content. So remember, this is my main platform, treeoflogic.com, not YouTube. Treeoflogic.com is my main platform. Go there right now, bookmark it, and don't forget, that's where you can find all the information in reference to me. Okay, breaking news. They have called it for Murphy. They just called it. So, Ha! I was right. Didn't I say that last night? Now, I'm going to tell you something about me in politics. I said, listen, I'm not going to predict Virginia because Virginia has been deep blue. Okay. All right. So the thing about it is that I couldn't predict Virginia. So when it flipped red, that was a huge shock to me. But if you go to my live stream last night, I said, ain't no way that governor gonna be a Republican. I said it, didn't I? I said now I was joking and saying the mafioso gonna stop it. But if you go back, I love being right. I said it last night. I said, I said, Republican ain't gonna take that daggone New Jersey. I said it throughout that time. I said, now, I did not make a prediction in Virginia because I just couldn't tell. I know Virginia is very blue, but I do know that white soccer mamas don't like you telling them what their children should be and should not be learning. So I couldn't call it. So I didn't call it on Virginia. I said, let's just wait and see. But when I saw New Jersey, where Murphy was losing, I said, nah. I said, nope. I said, and call it what you want. Maybe there are some suitcases of ballots that have made, in Minecraft, maybe they have found some trunks of ballots that they did not put in the how do I make this sound right in Minecraft? I don't even know how to make it sound right in Minecraft. But anyway, I told you, I said, I said, nope. I said, you can think all you want to. I said, New Jersey is the cousin of New York. I don't see New York being blue, and then New Jersey flipped to red. No, they don't do that. They don't do that there. Okay, I told you. So you hear it first. Murphy is the first demon rat to be reelected here in New Jersey in 40 years. So that is something. It sure is. It sure is. That's saying a lot. That's saying a lot, but nah. So, okay, so we can just go ahead and but I will say I would say in Minecraft, without those extra ballots that were stuffed in the trunk in Minecraft, I would say that, yeah, this would have been a red governor's win. But, you know, them daggone zombies, they always messing people up, dude. Jeez Louise. The zombies and the, holy smokes, what is zombie Skeletors? Guys, what's the little tall black thing? I'm sorry, y'all know this happens to me all the time when I get on the internet. What's the tall black things that still it's so appropriate that mob is the one that steals stuff. What's the Enderman? The zombies and the Endermen are always messing it up. They always mess up a village, don't they? Them daggone Endermen, they just go someplace and they just daggone creepers are white women. I'm sorry. Creepers are white women. The Endermen are, of course, the black community. And then the zombies is just the rest of the population who just want to go along and get along. So that's how I'm gonna deal with it. So that's why the Endermans are. Look, that's why creepers. They're just like SJW and white liberal women. Ah, boom! They just blow stuff up. Everything they get near, they just destroy it. That's just like a creeper. Once it gets near you, it starts sizzling and it just blows up and destroy anything around it's that's surrounding it. So, and of course, Endermen just gonna start taking stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just start taking stuff, and they just steal. And then the zombies are like, CRT is good. CRT is good. Slavery was by the white people only. All right, so let's go over some things here. So sorry, I tough break. there, New Jersey. Sorry to see that. So let's talk about, first of all, before we get into Virginia, I want to talk about something. They are mad in Georgia, y'all. They are so mad because our red state with our red governor, Kemp, has passed a voter reform bill, and Kemp signed it into law to where there are no more ballot boxes. There are no more unsolicited voting ballots sent out to your home. And there's no more voting without ID, including if you are voting by an absentee ballot. And look who is complaining. Look who complaining. You see this? Look who complaining. John Ossoff, who will be removed in 2024. He will not be reelected, honey. Okay. Those 700,000 voters that L. Linwood told people to stay at home, they will be out in full force 2022 and 2024. So look at this. He's complaining about, how the Republicans are basically flipping the purple areas, but Fulton County has lost a what is this, the guy, holy smokes, I should have got this up, but there has been some Democrat politicians who have just resigned, okay, And then there's some who have just straight up lost. But look at this. Look at this. Voters see, can you guys see this? No, you can't. Voters see short lines and few problems on election day in Georgia. And you know why that is? It's because of our new Georgia voting law that has been passed. So I'm showing this to tell you guys is that you're going to have a lot of black peelers talking about something. What happened in Georgia? We are showing you that the laws we pass are working. And then Higgle Reverend Chicken Bone Pig Feet Warnock complaining, our local election this year will be the first time voters will have to jump through the hoops created by the Georgia GOP's new voter suppression law. Don't let them dissuade you from making your voice heard. We need you to show up tomorrow. He will be removed next year. Now, let me just say this. I was told that, so I'm gonna need my chat to verify this for me. I was told that Trump wants Herschel Walker to vote against him, to run against him. Is that true, chat? Agent Murphy won. Murphy won Jersey. So yeah, the New Jersey is still underneath a Democratic leader, unless they get a recount and some shenanigans have been found out. But I don't know. I wouldn't, Okay, so that's true, Dark Star. So Herschel Walker's supposed to run against Warnock. I don't know about that. Could he not find somebody better to run against Warnock? Okay, listen. I'm talking to people in Georgia, okay? Herschel Walker. Trump should get somebody better than Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker got a lot of baggage. And I'm sorry, guys. I am black. I love my gays. But that doesn't mean that the black community, I'm not part of the black community, by the way. I'm also a transracial individual. I identify as a rooftop Korean. But when I was black, I do know that the black community is very homophobic. And Herschel Walker has a very extremely embarrassing flaming son who is grifting. I just want to say this. There's nothing conservative about that boy, all right? Nothing, all right? But also, Herschel Walker that's not his skeleton. Let me just be clear. That's not the skeleton I'm referring to. I'm just saying that he's an embarrassment, all right? He's an embarrassment. Herschel Walker got a problem keeping his hands to himself, all right, when it comes to whamming. And if you are trying to get a district that is black, predominantly black, as well as a lot of you have some white folks. It's a mixture there. First of all, Kelly should never have ran against Warnock. But if you were just a regular person like myself who vote R no matter what, okay, I never vote for somebody with a D by their name. And if I decided I don't like that person with an R by their name, I just don't write. I'll put a right in like Donald Duck. Okay, or Snoopy. But I'm telling you, there needs to be a better person running against Warnock than Herschel Walker. Don't pay attention to these polls. I told y'all about these polls, okay? Don't get fooled by these polls. Then y'all gonna get your feelings hurt. But anyway, Warnock, I think somebody is gonna come up on. I do believe that somebody will come to the rescue, And but either way, Warnock, whether whoever runs against Warnock, he's not going to get reelected. He's not going to get reelected. All right, and so let's move on to. All righty here. Do you know that these? I want to show you guys something. You cannot let these people in Virginia, especially these political pundits, political journalists, keep talking about whiteness and white supremacy. And we're gonna get with Jamila. Okay. Well, no, let's talk about her now. Okay, because this right here is what I'm talking about. Look at what this clown says, right? Look at what she says. Jamila Hill mocked for saying Dems lost because of white supremacy. Look at what she says. It's not the messaging, folks. This country simply loves white supremacy. This is what she says. This is what this clown says, right? And I'm saying, what white supremacy? You mean the white supremacists? Sorry, the white supreme pizza you elected as governor when he ran Northam? Now, by the way, to this day, we don't even know if Northam is the blackface man or the one on the Klan's uniform. So by the way, did not know this. This woman is a veteran Marine. Look at this. Now, you know you bad when you go to the firing range in a dress. I have been to many firing range, and not one time did I show up in a dress, honey. Not one time. But I think I may try it just so I can say I did it. Homegirl said, yep, I'm wearing a dress. I sure am. What you gonna say? Look at her. Look, she stapled her own Target. And look at her. Got the stockings on and everything. I don't even know what type of heel she's wearing. But she is in a dress at the firing range, baby. And then, look at this. And I bet you she hit that target. She is nothing to so, but how is this, but once again, how is this white supremacy? Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to give y'all some insight. The black community, the tribal ones, do not like her. Let's see if anybody been paying attention. Why? And it's not because she's a Republican, so I don't want you guys putting that in the chat. Who in the chat want to know why the tribal black folks on the Demon Rat side don't like this sister? Why they don't like Governor Sears? Let me see if anybody know why they don't like her. Because they've been talking smack about her, right? Let me see. Oh my God. The Native Patriot got it. She's Jamaican. She's Jamaican. She's not ADOS. So you know the pro-black revolutionaries, they always like these what do they call these people? Do they call them the shea butter? Holy smokes. Come on, y'all. What do they what do they call these shea butter blacks or something like that? This is what when you are a black who's not a descendant of ADOS, which is a American descendant of slaves. Do they call them coconuts? Coconut? They call it coconut, right? So you know me, I love to get amused by the things that are said in the black community. So I just went over there to their side of Twitter, and ooh boy, there's like, once again, the Republicans always getting the coconuts or the shea butter blacks to sit up here and represent us, but they don't represent true ADOS. They don't represent FBA. And FBA stands for Foundational Black Americans. I know it's a lot to learn. Don't worry about it. I'll translate it for you. But I want y'all to read the stupidity of the left. Y'all ready for this? Let's look at what they said underneath the underneath her tweet. All right, so it says, let's see, meet Winsome Sears, the newly elected Virginia's lieutenant governor. Look at this. Is this a woman or a man? Oh, Lord of mercy. Academia, common sense needs to be more common. World travel. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Blessed. This is a bot. This has to be a bot, right? Look at what this person says. What the hell is with the machine gun? What damn century are we in again? Is Chuck Norris coming back to refilm The Rifleman or something? This woman don't know what a machine gun is. She just called a rifle a machine gun. She called a rifle a machine gun. And you want to know why I support abortion? You want more of these people to procreate? Lord have mercy. All right. And here we got a black man with the LGBT flag. Don't have time, patience, nor desire to be diplomatic on this platform. I say what I mean and tag the sheweasel. I'm insulting. Okay, so we know what team he plays on. Then he goes, Virginia is effed. I'm officially at this point, at the point where I can say that I regret moving back here after 32 years in California. Well, that tells everything, honey. You came from California? That tells us everything we need to know. No wonder you got that nasty looking flag in your daggone bio. Where's your pronouns though? Where is his pronouns, chat? Okay. Oh, look at this. Somebody, Alabama Nation. She a badass woman. You go, girl. Yay. God bless you as you lead the way for a better life for Virginia. So we got some love up in here. We got some love up in here. So, but here's the deal. You can't call her a white supreme piece. You can't call her a white supreme piece. That don't work. And we don't care if the blacks from the tribal nation over there on the Democrat side don't like her because she's from Jamaica. Who cares? So let's look at, let's see, she spoke and she had something to say in reference to Joy Reid. So let's listen together.
I was still a Jamaican, but this country had done so much for me. I was willing to die for this country. USA!
Republican Winsome Sears delivering an emotional, inspirational speech as voters in Virginia elected her to become the lieutenant governor of their state. Let's bring in Virginia's lieutenant governor-elect, Winsome Sears. Very good to have you with us. Congratulations to you on your win last night. It was wonderful to see you up there with your beautiful family accepting the lieutenant governor win. Tell me how you felt this morning when you woke up.
Tired. Literally, because I had only slept for maybe 2 hours, and
I believe it.
Here comes the media wanting to talk about the race, and I'm thinking, it feels like I'm campaigning all over again. I was losing my voice. waking up at 4 or 5 o'clock every morning and go, 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 go.
Yeah.
So where I thought I'd be able to sleep in, no, sir.
No, sir, indeed. So, obviously there's a lot of talk. You heard perhaps in the tease before our segment that you are the first woman of color, lieutenant governor of Virginia. And I thought it was very interesting last night when you just said, I am black. If you haven't noticed, I think were your words. And then you said, but it's not about that. What did you mean by that?
Because we are framing too many issues in terms of race, and it just continues to divide us. And unfortunately, politicians are using it as a tool because of the things that have happened to us historically to advance, I would think, their nefarious purposes. And so if we stop just looking at race and just looking at people, because you see, I'm destroying all the narratives about race. Look at me. Look at me. I am a heartbeat away from the governorship in case anything happens to the governor. And how are you going to tell me then I'm a victim? And I didn't do anything special to get here.
Now you see why they hate her, right? Now you see why they hate her, right? She ain't talking that, oh, woe is me. Where's eyes going to do? Oh, Lordy, Lordy, oh, knows. What's eyes going to do? The white man got a boot on my neck. Oh, Lord, I can't do nothing without him. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Lord, how am I going to take care of all my 14 children? Oh, my goodness, the 13 baby daddies, I don't know what they in, and half of them in jail. Oh, Lord, what is eyes going to do? White man don't hire me because of my skin color. She don't play none of that. And you know they hate that. Because they still got their hands out talking about some reparations, please. Reparations, please, please, sir. May I have some reparations, please? Please? They still on that stuff. Okay? By the way, guys, on the Tree Show, I will be reading the donations every 30 minutes, okay? So, when you start giving them out in the beginning of the show, I can't help but see them. But once I start the show, I will replay the Streamlabs donations, and I will read off your super chats. Probably another 15 minutes. So at 9:30, I will read everything, and then at 10 o'clock, I will read it again. Okay? I haven't forgot about you. Love you. I haven't forgotten about you. All right, here we go. So now you see why they don't like her.
Except stay in school and study. I took advantage of the opportunities that are available here in America. I wasn't born here. This is not my culture, not my country, but it allowed me, America allowed me to come and do for myself and for my family.
Girl, don't you say that around these black folks. Girl, you better walk around with a bulletproof vest. Oh, Charlie, you, oh my God. Them's fighting words to the black community. You hear what she said? I was able to do a lot of things with a lot of programs that are afforded to me. You don't say. The same programs that are afforded to every black person here. But you gotta understand, the only reason why black folks, unlike you, have not taken advantage of them is because of the white supreme pieces. Do you see? They hate her guts because she goes against the narrative. But a lot of immigrants go against the narrative. And I'm going to say something very controversial on that. And if you're ADOS, because I'm ADOS too, come at me. I don't care. If you understand that we have declined as a people, as a race of people, we have went from 16%, I think it was in the 70s or something like that. 16%, I need to see how when we were bigger than that. At the moment, I don't care. I'm gonna need to be funded. If you guys want me if you want me to know the exact numbers of how many ADOS we have and how many black immigrants we have from Africa or the Caribbean, I'm gonna need to be funded for that because that is a lot of work. But I will say this: we have went from 16% of the population to 14% of the population to 13% of the population, to now 12.2% of the population. Now, keep in mind that the 12.2% of the population does not include descendants of slaves. Because when immigrants like this beautiful young sister like her comes into this country, they are now considered black. There is no census section for African black or British black or Jamaican black or Trinidad Tobago black, okay? Or, whatever. They don't have that. We are all grouped in together. And they have started letting immigrants from other countries. Oh my God. Was it, I think it was in the 1940s. Oh God. Don't quote me on that one. I think it was in the 1940s. Let me just pull up my when they start letting black immigrants from other countries come into, no, 70s. It was the 1970s, yeah? Hold on. 1960, what? For black immigrants? No, you might be right. Maybe it is 1965. Maybe it is 1965. So we'll say in the 60s. In the 60s is when they started to allow blacks from other countries to come into America. As the descendants of slaves begin to continue to kill each other, the population of ADOS or FBA, whatever you want to call them, I'll just say for the lack of argument, the descendants of blacks, the blacks who are descendants of slaves begin to decline in population and be replaced by black immigrants. Now, this is going to knock your socks off. As descendants of slaves begin to rapidly decline, they can't even keep up the replacement of black immigrants from other countries, and we are still declining in population to the point we are at 12.2% of the population. Now, here's what's going to really rock your socks off. What part of that 12.2% are descendants of slaves? I'm going to say that we as descendants of slaves only make up 4% of the population. I sure did. And if you got the money to do the research, because there's a lot of researching there. This is some stuff you're going to have to do on the ground census researching. Because that 12.2 as of today, combined with descendants of slaves and descendants of immigrants. And that's years, that's what, 3 generations of immigrants that have been here. You think everybody black is a descendant of slaves? No, we are a dying breed. And the more you stupid people keep blaming white people for Tyrone shooting Ray Ray, the more these white liberals are going to be like, that's right, Black Lives Matter. That's right, let them out of jail. We don't need no jail. We don't need those. Y'all, they're letting you all continue to take each other out. That is their agenda, to the point where now, in the future, I would say, in 50 years, the descendants of slaves will no longer be a problem. 50 years, definitely. And you know what? It's going to work. It's going to work. And one last thing I want to say about reparations. It'll never happen because of what I just said. We have a very, very low population of descendants of slaves, and 90% of you cannot prove that you are a direct descendant of a slave in America. You don't have the paperwork. You don't have the birth certificates. You don't have the records. You don't have the history. You don't have the DNA history. You don't have none of that. So therefore, you cannot say that an immigrant can just get reparations just because of their skin color. That's just stupid. You have to prove that you are a descendant of slaves. And guess what? I can prove it, but I am never going to go and say, oh, give me reparations, please, because there are so many programs given to us by the United States, federally, locally, and statewide, that there's no excuse for anybody of color, especially black people, for not succeeding. And therefore, when you meet somebody like her, someone who came from another country and decided to take advantage of those programs, that is the reason why the black community will hate her, because she's doing the thing that they are too lazy or too victim-minded to do themselves.
And I remember when I was wanting to go to college, I had 3 children under 5. My husband took a lower paying job so he could stay home because he already had his degree. And I put one of my children on the back of a bicycle so that I could get to college. So no one can say to me, I don't know what it is to be poor. You're looking at the American dream. So we can do better. And it's not 1963 when my father came at the height of the civil rights movement, 17 days before Martin Luther King Jr. gave his I Have a Dream speech. We're better than that. We're always going to have problems. I understand that.
Oh, they hate her. She's saying all the right things. They hate her. Ooh. Somebody get some security officers over here. Somebody needs some. Hey, can we get some? We gonna need some good old boys to protect this sister. Okay. We gonna need some militiamen to protect this sister, man. Woo, Tyrone and Lakeisha gonna come for her.
I'm not saying we're perfect, but you can see those people at the border right now trying to get in. They're dying to get in because they know if they can put a foot on American soil, the trajectory of their lives will change just as it did for my father.
You know, here's what Joy Reid said last night, and I want to just get a quick response from you if I can, over on MSNBC about the Youngkin win and your win. Watch this.
You have to be willing to vocalize that these Republicans are dangerous, that this isn't a party that's just another political party that disagrees with us on tax policy, that at this point, they're dangerous. They're dangerous to our national security because stoking that kind of soft white nationalism eventually leads to the hardcore stuff.
What?
Your reaction to that, Ms. Sears?
I wish Joy Reid would invite me on her show. Let's see if she's woman enough to do that.
Nope.
I'd go in a heartbeat and we have a real discussion
Nope.
without Joy speaking about me behind my back, if you will. She talks about white supremacy. Does she know that I ran against a white supremacist? Joy, come on, get the facts straight.
No lies detected. No lies detected. No, she did go against an official white supremacist. Now, y'all know, Joy Reid is a coward. So is Don Lemon. After Don Lemon invited Sheriff Clark into his studio to sit next to him to debate about Black Lives Matter and the police, y'all did notice that Don Lemon had, Miss Don Lemon, she never invited another Black Republican inside the studio to sit next to him. Excuse me, I'm sorry for, I apologize, Miss Don Lemon, for using the wrong pronouns. That girl has never invited another Black Republican into her studio to sit next to her again. Okay, Sheriff Clark was the last Black Republican that was allowed to sit next to Miss Don Lemon. Okay, and talk about Black Lives Matter and the police. And Sheriff Clark made her look like a damn fool. Now, as you notice, what Miss Sears is saying here, Lieutenant Governor Sears, excuse me, what you see now, newly elected Lieutenant Governor Sears is saying, invite into the audience. Invite into the studio, because I'm going to tell you what they're going to do. They love to do the satellite thing. So if you say something that triggers them, they can disconnect you, or they can say, oh, there's a mic failure. We can't, but you can't play that game when you're sitting next to them in the studio. And Joy Reid is not woman enough. She is too much of a coward to invite this powerful soul sister into the studio. Let's rewind that part a little bit back again. I love that. I love what she said. Here we go.
And then come talk to me. I'm waiting for you.
We hope she'll take you up on it. You have a lot to say, and a lot of people.
What's going on? Hold on.
Inspired by your message last night and your win. Winsome Sears, the new.
Hold on. Come on, Breitbart. What's going on, dude? Okay, here we go. Let's try it again.
The Marine Corps, I was still a Jamaican.
Is to divide us and luckily to advance, I would think, their nefarious purposes. And so if we stop just looking at race and just looking at people, because you see, I'm just thinking, it feels like I'm campaigning all over again. I was losing my voice.
In the tease before our segment that you are the first woman of color,
Did I miss it? Hold on.
Republican last night. It was wonderful to see you up there with your beautiful family. You woke up.
I had only slept for thinking, it feels like I'm campaigning all over again. I was losing my voice.
Hold on.
Where
before our segment that you interesting last night. What did you mean by that?
And luckily to this. And so if we stop just
we'll just listen to what she says all over again.
Because you see, I'm destroying all the narratives about race. Look at me. Look at me. I am a heartbeat away.
We'll just listen to it all over again.
In case anything happens to the governor.
We'll just read it again.
And how are you going to tell me then I'm a victim? And I didn't do anything special to get here except stay in school and study. I took advantage of the opportunities that are available here in America. I wasn't born here. This is not my culture, not my country, but America allowed me to come and do for myself and for my family. And I remember when I was wanting to go to college, I had 3 children under 5. My husband took a lower paying job so he could stay home because he already had his degree. And I put one of my children on the back of a bicycle so that I could get to college. So no one can say to me, I don't know what it is to be poor. You're looking at the American dream. So we can do better. And it's not 1963 when my father came at the height of the civil rights movement, 17 days before Martin Luther King Jr. gave his I Have a Dream speech. We're better than that. We're always going to have problems. I understand that. I'm not saying we're perfect, but you can see those people at the border right now trying to get in. They're dying to get in because they know if they can put a foot on American soil, the trajectory of their lives will change just as it did for my father.
You know, here's what Joy Reid said last night, and I want to just get a quick response from you, if I can, over on MSNBC about the Youngkin win and your win. Watch this.
You have to be willing to vocalize that these Republicans are dangerous, that this isn't a party that's just another political party that disagrees with us on tax policy, that at this point, they're dangerous. They're dangerous to our national security.
Far back,
because stoking that kind of soft white nationalism eventually leads to the hardcore stuff.
Your reaction to that, Ms. Sears?
I wish Joy Reid would invite me on her show. Let's see if she's woman enough to do that. I'd go in a heartbeat and we'd have a real discussion without Joy speaking about me behind my back, if you will. She talks about white supremacy. Does she know that I ran against a white supremacist?
Oh!
I mean, Joy, come on, get your facts straight and then come talk to me. I'm waiting for you.
We hope she'll take you up on it. You have a lot to say, and a lot of people Very inspired by your message last night and your win. Winsome Sears, the new lieutenant governor when you're sworn in of the state of Virginia, Commonwealth of Virginia. Thank you so much for being here today. We look forward to speaking with you in the future. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So, all right. Now, I took some notes on this one, right? So the Republicans have now defended themselves against this false notion of white supremacy. In Virginia alone, the lieutenant governor is black, all right? The attorney general, as you can see right now, has made history as the first Cuban, Latino, okay? So this whole, and they don't even care about this, because you'll say, well, how is the Republican Party white supremacist when the lieutenant governor is black and the attorney general is Latino? Okay, not Latina X, Latino. All right, and when you really look at it, so I wrote some notes down, and the reason why McAuliffe lost is because, one, he tried to tell grown mothers how they have no right to raise their children, okay? And that he kept gaslighting all the parents, saying CRT is not being taught in school when it was. And the gaslighting part is probably what pisses them off, because I don't like to be gaslit. Gaslighting me is the big, to me, I'd rather you call me names than to gaslight me. That shows another level of disrespect, but most of all, manipulation. You are telling, you see on the Zoom classes, and this was the best thing about the COVID. Can you guys see what I'm looking at? Okay, yeah, you can. This was the best thing about COVID. The best thing that happened with COVID was they shut down the schools, and so therefore a lot of the kids have to learn their lessons through Zoom classes. And the Zoom classes were conducted at the kitchen table while mom was in the background listening as she was folding the clothes, as she was cooking the dinner, or as she was doing her chores or whatever. Or maybe she was just sitting right next to her child listening. And then when a white mother sees her white child in front of the laptop with the Zoom class open, and you hear another white teacher say that under whiteness, as white kids, you are inherently evil and you are inherently racist. And you must understand that your whiteness will cause you to be racist against people of color. Imagine a white mother sitting there going, what the hell? And then she moves in and see if this was a prank or not. And she doesn't see the teacher say, ha, 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 I'm just joking. She looks at her child's book, and it's got the 1619 revision history project book, okay? She's seeing all this stuff about whiteness and the oppression of whites, and how white race is the only race that have subjugated the black people, and blacks are oppressed, and blah, blah, blah. And of course, I'm sure black parents wouldn't, I don't know, I can't speak on black parents, but that the reason, because Virginia is mostly white. And then when these white teachers, these white parents come to a school board meeting, the school board begin to get arrogant, because that is what a lot of these lefties think. They think that they own your children, not you. They know what's best for your child. And so they label these parents domestic terrorists. And if they did not want to allow their child to be indoctrinated under CRT, then they are called racist or white supreme pieces, because they don't want their child to be indoctrinated under CRT. But then again, they keep telling them, well, there is no such thing as CRT. Well, then I don't want my child to be taught that they are bad because they're white. Well, then that means you are racist. You know, And this whole thing of trying to confuse them by straight up either lying or gaslighting them was just enough. They had enough of that, and therefore they went in droves and made sure to get these people out of office. And the fact that McAuliffe kept denying that there is no CRT, gaslighting these parents, saying CRT is not taught in the school, and then calling the left racist, and then trying to get them against blacks. Trying to get black people on his side by saying, look what all these racist white people are doing. They're trying to get the books removed by black authors. No, that is a lie. They're trying to get sexually explicit books removed out of the library, and also trying to get the 1619, although written by a very racist black woman, they trying to get that publication removed out of the library because it's fake news. It's revisionist history. Also, they want the school board to be the ones to dictate what is taught to your child without your input. If you don't like it, that's tough. And also, they told parents that they don't get to decide what is taught to their child. Hold on, before we move on. And we go over all of the flipping of the election results. Let me read off the donations here for a second. Hey y'all, hello everybody who's here to watch me. Let me go in here and read off the donations from people. Okay, Iron Comics, thank you so much for the $5. My great-grandpa was a slave up until the Emancipation Proclamation. Funny thing is, he was a white Irish dude in upstate New York. You deserve reparations. How come y'all can't get, it's only for the blacks to get reparations? I say you need to get yourself some reparations. That's what I say. All right. Okay. And when it comes to Streamlab, Popo Girl, oh, let's go ahead and play the Streamlabs. Sorry. We're going to go ahead and play the Streamlabs for you guys. And here we go with Popo Girl.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Do, 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 do.
So happy my state went red.
Papa, what state are you in? What state are you in? I don't even know what state you're in. She'll type it in the chat in a minute. Okay, Unique Laura.
Congrats on your anti-winning lieutenant governor in Virginia. My uncle won the attorney general seat in Virginia as well. They're gonna do great things together. Cheers.
Oh, congratulations! Oh my goodness! Oh.
Hello, Tree. It has been a while. I like the new setup. God bless you.
Oh, well,
Smiley face.
Thank you there, Nestor. This is only for the tree show, okay? Only for the tree show, it's like this. Oh, you're in Virginia, Popo Girl? Oh, you up there in Virginia with them crazy people? Well, no, they're not crazy anymore. They have come to them senses. Well, congrats on that. All right, that's good to hear that. All right, Cornelius Brunos.
As soon as I heard she was not B1, I know Tarek is going to do a whole show on this woman. Expect calls of plantation nanny.
You know it! You know it! You know he is! And I'm gonna be right there listening to myself. Ooh, he is so salty. He is so salty. You are so right. Anime Dave 20, thank you so much.
What's up, Tree? By the way, here's a funny video. I think we should make this a trend LMAO.
Oh, Anime Dave, you didn't leave a link. There's no link there. If you want me to look at it afterwards of the show, you could just email it to me. But a link wasn't there. You forgot to put a link there.
Did you know last night in her speech when she said, "I have been black all my life," was a smack up the backside of Kamala's head for race switching?
No! That makes so much sense! Oh, that makes so much sense! That makes so much sense! So that's the reason. So that's why she said that. That's why she said that. Man. Okay, guys, we got ourselves a new fan. We got ourselves a new fan here. Okay. All right. Let me go over. We're gonna go over. There's a lot of things that flip red. Okay, and then they still doing county in Georgia. So there's that. Let's see. First of all, we're just gonna go over just a little. Gosh. So here we go. Pennsylvania's judicial victory. So we had some flipping there. Republicans flipped Texas State House seat. Okay, we also had the Minneapolis. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Now this is gonna sound like I'm mean, and you would be right. I am being mean, but I was so disappointed that they voted no on abolishing the police. I really wanted that to pass, because y'all know that the webcams on them daggone social service workers was going to be epic. It was going to be epic. I want to see. And oh my God, they saved the lives of these people. I was like, yeah, get rid of the police. Get rid of the police. Get rid of the police. But see, this goes to show you that these daggone socialists and these commies that have infiltrated the Democrats, that is their downfall. I love when these unhinged people tell me something, we're going to get rid of the police. We're going to abolish the police. I'm like, yeah, do it. Come on, do it. I dare you to do it. And of course, the people came to the rescue and said, we're not going to get rid of the police. So one thing about McAuliffe is a moderate Democrat. But one of the main reasons he lost is because he embraced the progressives' narrative of CRT and the whole thing of everybody white is racist. The Democrats in Virginia, for the most part, was like, we ain't down with all this stuff, okay? And I think this is the reason I love when Raghead Ilhan and then AOC and all these other people start doing these crazy things, because it makes the people in the middle, the centrists or your old-timey Democrats, realize, oh my God, my side has gone crazy. Okay, so New Hampshire has flipped the mayor seat from blue to red. Trump endorsed Republican won Ohio State seat. Looks like the House is definitely going to be turning red next year. Virginia's lieutenant governor, we already know about that. Virginia's attorney general, we already talked about that. And of course, we have here where we have seen all of the flips here from Virginia. And New York, state seats flipped. How many of them? I don't know. It was several New York State seats flipped. Republican flipped Virginia House delegates. We already talked about that. All right. So here we have in Virginia has been a Republican governor, a Republican lieutenant governor, a Republican attorney general, and a Republican House of Delegate. Virginia is now officially red too, because they have also flipped the House. Virginia has a red House, so it's red now. It's basically red. Hispanic turnout, I'm gonna talk about that later, and this is also I'm gonna get ready for another I told you so. I told you so. If Republicans are gonna cater to any identity politics, it's not the Black community. It should be the Latino Hispanic community. All right, and of course we already talked about that. And the GOP won back the suburbs. Of course they did. So listen, look at all of these seats. Now, this is why I said this was officially a red wave. If those of you who've never seen a red wave before, I'm going to show you what a red wave is. All right. Look at this. We have a Republican who won his race in Michigan. Michigan. Another one in Michigan. Okay, this one is in New Jersey. I'm shocked. She flipped that seat. GOP flipped by Republican Beth Sawyer in New Jersey, and that was AD what 3? This is another flip, New Jersey AD 3 by Bethine McCarthy. Okay, another. Oh, here's all the stuff out of New Jersey. Republican oust Democrat Steve Sweeney. So here's another flip. Okay. Hold on. Get some more flipping here. In Texas, oh, this was a big upset for Demon Rats. They have flipped a Texas seat in the district from blue to red by John LeWan. Okay, John LeWan. And there's another flip here in Virginia. So that went from blue to red. And here we have another one that went red in Virginia. Another one. Look at all this for Virginia. Good Lord of mercy. All right. This one is in New Jersey. This is a Republican who he won re-election. So he kept his seat. Republican Phillips, he won re-election. And Republican Robert Oth won re-election. She won re-election. Okay, this is a Virginia one again. And what is this? Congratulations to Mike for running a fantastic race and holding the seat. Okay, so he won re-election. Congratulations, Republican Christian. Look at all this. New Jersey. He won re-election. She won re-election. Re-election. Kevin. This is in Pennsylvania. Oh, this is a good one. He won the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. Now, this is a good one. Let me tell you why this is a good one. Because I told you guys that the Republicans slept on the Democrats. Sorry, the Demon Rats. The Republicans slept on the Demon Rats, and they have now allowed ballot voting to be the norm now, where they can still send unsolicited voting ballots to residents, dead or alive, on the list, and therefore it can be sent in without any validations of any voter ID. The Supreme Court, which was slightly Democrat, decided to allow that to happen when they contested last year. With him being in it now, I gotta go look at the numbers now. But I think this takes that power grab away from the Democrats, and now the GOP will have an opportunity to overturn that law that the Demon Rats have set into stone, and hopefully they can undo that by next year. So if they are able to undo this, because let me tell y'all something, Pennsylvania is very powerful. 16 electoral votes. And if what the Demon Rats did is not undone, we can forget about Pennsylvania. You can just write it off, okay? So this is a very, very good win. Very, very good win. Very good. All right, is that about it? Okay, we already talked about him. Okay, so we have another one who won re-election. She won re-election. Okay, so, okay, we can go on and on and on. But do you see? Look, there's too many to go through. But there was a huge red wave. And this is a good thing. And one of the things I want to say about, let's just go to the top of this right here. The reason why I am happy that this happened, guys, is because I was getting tired of the black pillars. I was getting tired of the black pillars coming in talking about some, nah, the Democrats are gonna always cheat. I told you guys, if you take care of the laws that will prevent the cheat, in Minecraft, if you take care of the game rules that prevents any cheating in the games, then there's no way you can modify the Minecraft game in order to lose, even though you played fairly. Honk honk. You got that, YouTube? All right. Everything, I just want to let you guys know. You like to save Cornelius Bruner's? Yeah, that was a good save, wasn't it? I caught myself because we have to understand that YouTube's terms of service understand that there's no election fraud, and we understand that, YouTube. Everything that has happened in the elections happened fair and square. So here we have a very good article. I'm not going to go in and read. I just want to take this time to talk about it because I think hopefully this is the new Democrats' new strategy. Ever since Trump was playing identity politics, and you can go to my first YouTube channel for receipts, I was against them catering to the BC. The BC stands for the Black community. The reason why I said that is because, one, they're tribal. Two, they're going to want handouts. They're going to want sympathy. They're going to want extra privileges. They're going to want you to cater to them, and they're going to want you to do something about the police, and they don't want to be held accountable. For the most part, I believe that you should have good people who are Black come to the Republican Party on our own, but not as a Black community. We will never, as Republicans, we will never, as right-wingers, accept Black Lives Matter, the movement, or the organization. And the thing about it is that you have to look at the situation like a baby mama, okay? A woman that you desire has two bastard kids who are juvenile delinquents that are never disciplined and that are known to traffic drugs and get in and out of trouble and always attract the police to your house. Now, you love this woman, but you can't stand them two bastard kids. What do? Because if you marry her and accept her in her home, them two bastard kids come with you. Is the love that deep that you rather put your home, your livelihood, as well as your life in jeopardy because you love her? No. Go out there and find yourself a Marita, okay? Or a Paula, okay? Yeah, baby, okay? Find one, all right? She works hard, okay? She takes care of her babino. She don't get on no welfare, okay? She understands that the man is the head of the household, and she gonna cook you dinner, and she gonna make sure she clean the house, and she gonna know that you are her security, and she ain't got no major baggage. And this is why I said, if you have to, by the way, for the record, I am against identity politics, but it seems like the Democrats insist on playing it. And I have to concede that it did work in your favor, maybe sort of kind of in Virginia. We're going to see, does it matter that the lieutenant governor is Black? Does it matter if the attorney general is a Latino? Does it matter? Will that stop the Democrats from calling you racist? I doubt it. I doubt it very seriously. However, I will concede that if more people, quality people of color, because that's how you got Vernon Jones, okay? Y'all got Vernon Jones thinking that he can come over here and be racist against white people and still come over here and grift, and you all not find out about his racist past against white people. All because now he switched from Democrats to Republicans. But we understand. We forgive you. We understand. Sometimes y'all just do stupid stuff. But we'll see in due time if it will stop them. I don't think it's going to stop them. They're going to still try to pull that racist trope, white supreme piece of trope, and they're going to do that. And even if you say, well, we're not racist, look, we elected a black lieutenant governor. Oh, well, she's just, what did it, oh, who was that? What was that they called somebody black, oh my God. They called somebody recently black, something about white supremacists. Help me out, chat. Who was that they said was an operative of white supremacy? Who was Larry? No. It's somebody after Larry Elder. It's the black face of white supremacy. Who did they call the black face of white supremacy? Was it Larry Elder? Dave Chappelle. No. Dave Chappelle, Kyrie Irving, and then they called the boxer. Oh my God, I'm so terrible with names. No, recently Kyrie Irving, Dave Chappelle, and Floyd Mayweather and Ice Cube. Yeah, Ice Cube and Ice Cube. They called these 4 black men, okay? They called these 4 black men black pawns. There you go, Nelly. Man, you want it. They called them black pawns on a white chessboard. There you go. Nelly is telling the truth. They called Mayweather, Dave Chappelle, Ice Cube, and Kyrie Irving black pawns on a white chessboard. And all 4 of these men are Democrats. These guys ain't no Republicans. So what I'm saying is that it doesn't, when it comes to blacks, now they don't do this for Latinos. I have never seen a Latino or any Hispanic who has been race shamed for having a different opinion, opposite of Democrats. It's only the black ones. It's only the black ones. That's how tribal, that's how deep the tribalism is when it comes to black folks here in America. You got 4 black men and they were race shamed because they had their own opinion. The only race I see that cannot be race shamed are the Latino Hispanic community. So I said, if you want to cater to an ethnic group, Republicans, it has to be the Latino Hispanic community. It cannot be black, because even though we already know, because I told you all, the black community reject that newly elected Lieutenant Governor Sears represent the black community because she is from Jamaica. So she can't, because of the strict tribalism here in America, she is now a face of white supremacists. You'll never win when it comes to the black community. You'll never win. And why would you? Accepting them comes with a lot of baggage and a lot of conditions and a lot of privileges that you have to give them. Not when it comes to the Hispanic Latino community. And they are waking up. And last thing I want to say before we move on, they have outpopulated the black community because the black community refused to acknowledge that we are our worst enemy, that it is black people. Over 96% of blacks are killed by other blacks. You still want to cry about my white supreme pieces, my white supremacists. You still want to talk about, they want to talk about the white man being the biggest threat. And this is what happens when you ignore a problem. You as a patient go to the doctor and you have colon cancer. But instead of eradicating and treating the colon cancer, you want to deal with the bunion on your foot. You want them to remove the bunion off of your right foot. But this bunion though, dude, you have stage 3 cancer in your colon. But the bunion. If we don't do something about that cancer in your colon, it's going to spread and then kill you. But the bunion. All right, man. All right, we're going to focus on the bunion. Yet still that cancer inside your colon is spreading and spreading and spreading until it takes you out. That is what's happening with the Black community. And that's the reason why we are decreasing. We have decreased down in the population, even though we are still getting replaced by Black immigrants. We are at 12.122%. Mixed with Blacks of descendants of slaves and immigrants. And then guess what? In 10 more years, we'll be down to 8%. We'll be down 8%. Stop focusing on a hopeless and worthless community that is never going to be on your side. I know they're very funny and I know you just love to have this. It's something about Black love that I can never understand that white people are so obsessed with. I'll never understand it because I'm not white. But if you have to cater to any community, you have to cater to a Latino, Hispanic community because they got their act together and they have outpopulated us. What is the Hispanic? Now, I don't know what the new census, can somebody share with me in the chat, what is the new census for the Hispanic Latino community, non-Black by the way, in America? Because only thing I know is the population of Blacks. What is Black love? Black, in my opinion, Black love is abuse. 18%? I'm gonna need a fact check, y'all. Can somebody fact check this and tell me the truth? Because I'm getting these Hispanic compromise of 18. Holy smokes! Holy smokes! The Hispanic community was 16%. So look at this. Look at this. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. The Black community has decreased from 13% to 12.2%. The Hispanic community has increased from 16% to 18.5%. Okay, that's true. Immigration, that's true. But guess what? Blacks are coming over and are crossing illegally too. Have you not noticed it's been a little dark over there at the border lately? So I get it. More Hispanics. You're right. I can't deny that. And I'm not even going to try to debate the issue because that you're absolutely right. More Hispanics. More Hispanics are crossing over the border than Africans and Haitians. That is true. However, I would love to see if the 18.5% consist of the illegal immigrants. That is something I would like to know. I want to know how many of those that are being counted in 18%. But okay, let's just say this. Oh, I love having this discussion. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna come back for a second. I gotta get full camera. Chat. Or Republicans, listen. If the Democrats are going to bring these people over here, and they are more religious, they are more family oriented, and they are more hardworking, why not, which are all of the principles and the qualities and the characteristics we love in individuals? Why not cater to that? Because if you notice, this whole thing of give me some free stuff, it seems to me that although the demon rats want to woo America, especially people from the minority communities, about free healthcare, free college, free food, free everything, that doesn't seem to be a winning combination for a lot of Hispanics, because that is how they got into communism from the crazy country that they left. It's because of this whole, I'm going to give you free this. There's nothing free. What is that saying? There's never a free lunch. So when we say, no, we are the bootstrap section, we are the bootstrap politicians. You pull yourself up by your bootstrap, you'll get it rewarded. But we don't deal with no handouts. Now, of course, we understand things happen. If there is a natural disaster, we look out for you. If there was an unexpected health problems, we will look out there for you. But for you to just sit on your butt and not work and think we're just going to pay for you, and especially you women who want to promote having a bunch of kids without having a father in the home, we're not going to incentivize that. And say what you want about these people, but they do believe in having the fathers involved in the home. So why not use our morals, our traditional values to a ethnic community that is more in line with it? And I'm sorry, it ain't the Black community. If it's acceptable to just wear neon pink booty shorts and start twerking in public in front of kids, if that's what you call conservatism, I'm not interested. There, I said it. All right, so let's move on to, so look at how much money, it's time for me to read off another thing. Hold on. I'm going to read, we're going to stop at 10, towards 10:20. I'll read all the super chats and the Streamlabs in about 15 more minutes, guys. So look at how much money that the Demon Rest put into into the elections, okay? They raised, Democrats certainly put their money where their mouth is to protect their majority. Democrats candidates pulled in 32% more than they did in 2019 and 121% more than they did in 2017, outraising Republicans by 2-1. So look at how much that the Demon Rats put in and how much the Republicans put in, and they still lost. And of course, now we have to blame white women, all right? It's Blame Whitey Day. So this tweet has been gone viral with these stats. In 2020, okay, Virginia, the white women in Virginia have voted for, 50% of them voted for Biden and 49% voted for Trump. And 21%, those same white women, 57% came out for Glenn Youngkin and 43% came out for McAuliffe. A 15-point swing to the GOP with this group. Why is that? Because you tried to indoctrinate their children and you tried to tell these women that they have no right to teach their children what they want to be taught. You told them that they have no authority to dictate what is taught to their kids. And once again, because the Demon Rats are so tone deaf, they're still going with the let's vilify white people. Let's vilify white people. So McCarthy really put a very good spin on, talks about this in a very well manner. And I want you guys to listen to this. This is very good.
I guess I can't be surprised the morning after Republicans win across the nation. The media wants to try to find division. I watched a Republican Party more united, more people joining it, based upon policy. Policy matters. And I think when you saw the last 10 months, the policy of the Democrats, I think people were open to trying to find something much better. And they've had that experience under a Republican majority and with President Trump in there. But I don't think after winning all these races, that's the question that would come before us. I think that's just another political ploy. Yes?
I know that you're saying that it's about the policy, but it's also about...
So a second question about Trump.
Well, it's about who's talking about it.
Okay.
He wasn't there in Virginia talking about it. So is it a sign that he's not essential for Republicans to win? You don't necessarily need him to have a successful win.
I don't know. Have you ever run for office?
Ooh.
Okay, so your question is about Trump after we just held an election where inflation is higher than we've ever been apart. We have a president that shuts down a pipeline with American jobs losing more than 1 million, but allows Putin to produce 1. Where Putin is now bringing his own military to the border of Ukraine. We watched this president change by executive orders the border, where we're insecure, or the security is gone. We've watched parents come to school board meetings craving to have input. A father getting arrested when his daughter was molested in a bathroom. We watched Republican after Republican, one who only spent $200 to take down a sitting president of the Senate. This is about policy. This is about a united party. This isn't about division. And I don't agree with your question to start out with. I mean, to me, if there's anything the press should learn, you should learn from Terry McAuliffe. All he talked about was Trump as well.
Yeah, that's exactly all. And that's another, I forgot to mention that part. That's all the Democrats talk about. How powerful are you going to make Trump when Trump is deplatformed off of YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram? He's deplatformed off of your main social platforms. All right. Social platforms. He's deplatformed, and you still can't keep his name out your mouths. And so they also try to make Glenn Youngkin a Trumpster by saying, oh, he's another Trump supporter. So the orange man bad thing is not working, and it's about time. Because you're trying to equate saying that Trump is bad, so therefore bad Trump, bad anybody who supports him, bad Republicans. And now, give it some time. It's going to get to the point where now it's going to fall on deaf ears. Just like if you notice the whole thing about fascism, they stopped using it because people everybody who you don't like is called a fascist. So now you have these crazy unhinged lefties stop using the fascist thing because nobody cares about it. They still keep using white supremacists, though. They keep saying white supremacists. But even that is like, I mean, just think about it. When you hear somebody is called a white supremacist, it just doesn't do anything to you as if this happened in 2014. Okay? If you heard, oh my God, that's a white supremacist, you're like, really? Oh my God, in 2014. In 2014, if you were like, hey man, that guy over there in that truck, he's a white supremacist. Is he really? It's 2021. Oh my God, man. Did you see that white supremacist here? White supremacist? Where? The guy right there? Oh, okay. It doesn't do anything no more because you have used the word so much that now it's been watered down. It means absolutely nothing. All right, let's listen to this report here.
In other state elections, Republican John Lujan won the special election runoff for House District 118, flipping that Democratic-friendly seat in San Antonio. Lujan called his victory part of a, quote, big movement for conservatism in the Hispanic community. His challenger, Frank Ramirez, conceded in a statement. Lujan will replace former state representative Leo Pacheco, who resigned earlier this year to teach at San Antonio College. With this win, Republicans hope to make headway into South Texas after President Biden underperformed there last year.
Okay, and here's something that happened in South Kakalaki. I think Unique Laura is going to love this one, right? Let's check this out. History was made in Georgetown, South Carolina last night as a Republican was elected mayor for the first time ever.
History was made in Georgetown last night as Carol J-Rowe defeated incumbent Mayor Brendan Barber to become the first woman to become mayor of Georgetown. She's also the first Republican of either gender to do so. She won 300 votes and is not alone in that victory. It's a GOP sweep in Georgetown, where Republicans have claimed the mayor's office and all 3 city council seats. She's joined by 3 city council members, Jim Clements, Jonathan Angner, and Jimmy Morris.
All right. Yay! Yay! South Carolina. So I can go on and on. This was a huge victory. Now let's go to Blue Area, Seattle. And after that, we're going to listen to what Van Jones has to say. We're going to listen to the salt from the Demon Rats. 1 year after Chaz, Republican Ann Davidson wins Seattle City Attorney. Now, will this stop Antifa? Will she be able to now get the police, start having a lot of these charges against these unhinged Antifa and these commies? Yeah. But I got a funny feeling that the Seattle mayor is going to try to stop her from doing her job. This is a great thing for Seattle if the mayors or the politicians don't try to stop her from prosecuting these unhinged commie bastards. Okay, that's the thing. This is one of those, don't get excited about this. This is going to have to be a wait and see moment. We're just going to see. This is a wait and see. So I will be keeping an eye on this. All right. Now let's go to Mr. Crybaby here, Van Jones. We're going to watch a couple of videos from CNN as they cry crocodile tears about what has happened in the election last night. Let's watch. Okay, if we can get there.
I think a couple things. First of all, there is no such thing anymore as a low turnout election. You have that much pent-up desire for civic participation that an off year, it's not an off year, it's an off year election. Right. You have record turnout. So that means that the audience is paying attention. That's a good thing. I'm waiting to hear now about voter fraud. I'm waiting to hear about it because it was all, voter fraud, you can't trust the elections. When Republicans win, suddenly everything's fixed. So that's going to be, I don't want to hear about voter fraud anymore. People are participating. The system works. But I think that what David said just a few minutes ago is really important. This is a big deal. These numbers are bad.
Yep.
This is not these are our voters. These are voters that came to us in 2018, came to us in 2020, and have abandoned us in droves in 2 states that should be in our column. That's a big deal. That is a 5-alarm fire. And I think that, look, I hope we can pass these big bills.
Nope.
Bill Clinton was able to turn his
By the way, they tried. I'm going to talk about this tomorrow on the Tree House News. These fools once again tried to pass that voter reform, that federal voter reform that will nullify all the reformed voter laws in these states. Do you know? Now, thank God it was filibustered, and we had a Republican, that woman, I forget her name. She's blonde, looked like the Crypt Keeper. She betrayed the Republicans and voted on the side of the Demon Rats, and it was 50-49. But the Republicans filibustered it, so it did not go through. They are still trying. They're still trying to get that voter reform. They keep calling it different things. that they're still, what are y'all looking at? Why would she do that? I don't know why she would do that, but I'll talk about it tomorrow on the Treehouse News.
Around and survive after the shellacking in 94 by doing a lot of small stuff that just lets you know he was on your side. He was talking about school uniforms. He was talking about V-chips for, he was talking about all kinds, but you know what? For ordinary folks, that guy cares about me. That guy understands what I'm going through. If this party doesn't wake up tomorrow morning and figure out how can we run back to regular folks and regular folks' issues. Now, some stuff we've been talking about is good stuff.
No, it hasn't.
Helping grandmas, helping kids, but it's been buried, it's been lost in this cold, big DC conversation about trillions of dollars. We've got to, both from a legislative point of view and from a messaging point of view, start re-signaling to ordinary folks that we get it. Otherwise, look, we're a year out from the Trump election on the looking back, and you're a year away from the midterms looking forward. You can see how much stuff can turn in 12 months. That's the good news. People want to participate. That's the good news. But we've got to take this message very, very seriously tonight.
Yeah, I'm not going to take it seriously because you're too busy listening to AOC. Look. Hold on. They too busy. How do I stop this? Did I stop it? Okay. They too busy listening to people like this. She look like a hot mess with that bald head, man. You know how we used to call Tim Scott a milk dud? We love Tim Scott, by the way. I just want y'all to know we love Tim Scott. But now we got to call Ayanna Pressley the milk dud now because she looked like a straight old milk dud looking like that, man. I'm telling you, dude. I swear. All right. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this to play. All right. I guess we got to wait for it to start. This is the last one that we want to hear.
What just happened? I'm Essie Cup. Welcome to Unfiltered. It seems everyone has a take on what just happened in Virginia, where Republican Glenn Youngkin beat out Democrat Terry McAuliffe in the governor's race in a state that Joe Biden won by 10 points in 2020. How'd he do it? Everyone is asking and answering. Some think Youngkin pulled off the feat by avoiding sounding too Trumpy. Youngkin's being called a happy warrior, a nice guy. McAuliffe's attempts at painting him with the Trump brush just didn't stick, some say.
Yeah, it did.
Others believe Youngkin craftily leaned into Trumpism just enough to signal his base. He did, after all, accept his endorsement and ran during the primary on the very Trumpy issue of election integrity. Some think Youngkin's hyping of...
How is that a Trumpy issue election... Sorry, this is a demon rat. What am I doing?
Phony fears over teaching critical race theory in schools is what locked in all those Virginia voters. Again, many of whom went for Biden just a year ago. A blunter take, his quote-unquote dog whistle racism.
She is so salty, dude! She is so salty! She is so mad! Look at her! She is pissed! I watched this already, but I'm just now paying attention how angry she is. She's containing it, white supremacy, but check it out. I'm gonna rewind that part. The people who actually voted for Biden a year ago have now betrayed us and went for Glenn Youngkin. Holy smokes! Let's watch that again.
And ran during the primary on the very Trumpy issue of election integrity. Some think Youngkin's hyping of phony fears over teaching critical race theory in schools is what locked in all those Virginia voters. Again, many of whom went for Biden just a year ago. A blunter take, his quote-unquote dog whistle racism, helped win the day. Or maybe the important takeaway is that Democrats like McAuliffe need to stop scaring voters into new definitions of social awareness and, quote, come to terms with wokeism, as one commentator put it. A New York Times headline suggested Youngkin won with help from his personal fortune as a former finance guy.
Yeah, right.
And according to Donald Trump, he is why Youngkin won, naturally. He emailed his followers last night, I would like to thank my base for coming out in force and voting. for Glenn Youngkin. Without you, he would not have been close to winning. Even though some of these hot takes...
Hold on. Okay. I am not a part of the cult clan. I just want y'all to know this, right? However, it is with the Democrat mothers along with the Republicans. I don't care what y'all say, and you can fact check me. There are more, and I want to say 1 million more. No, yeah, I think there are 1 million more registered voters. Oh, I hate to give these type of numbers because I want to be fact checked. But let me just say this. There are more registered Democrat voters than there are Republican voters. These are facts. As far as the specific numbers, I thought it was like 1 million more Democrat voters than Republican voters. I'm going to have to go and fact check myself. I don't know, so don't hold me to that. But I do know for a fact that there are more registered Democrats voters then there are more registered Democratic voters than Republican voters. So when Trump, who has a steady base, say, hey, I need all of y'all to get out there, okay? All of y'all. That means you have the I'm not down with Trump Republicans who are on Glenn's side, which is not that many, by the way. I would have to say Trump's fan base and Trump's supporter base outnumbers the non-Trump supporter base probably 3-1 easily. So when he energizes his base, and trust me, they do what they tell them to do, they come out. So with the combination of his supporters plus the disgruntled Democratic mothers, absolutely together they have caused Glenn to win. Okay, so Trump's not off, because if Trump said, we saw what happened when you tell people to stay at home. This is how Georgia got Warnock and Ossoff. We saw what happened. But when you tell people to come out, and this is the message we have to deal with right now, ladies and gentlemen. We have to deal with the message of go out and vote. Don't do that. Stay at home. It's not going to work. No more blackpilling, because we now see that when you come out and vote, things happen.
Contradict each other, there might be some truth to all of them. We can never conclusively know why candidates win or lose. But I've got a hunch it was actually pretty darn simple. Terry McAuliffe ignored a key rule. Don't mess with moms. A glance at exit polling reveals an inarguable point. Suburban women got Youngkin over the finish line.
Yep.
Big time.
That's true.
In 2020, white women in Virginia went for Biden by only 1 percentage point over Trump, 50 to 49%.
Ooh, you mad.
In this gubernatorial election, Youngkin won a whopping 57% of white women to McAuliffe's 43. That's a 15-point swing among this group, according to NBC News exit polls. Further, white women without college degrees in Virginia voted for Trump, 56% to Biden, 44% in 2020. In this election, 75% of these voters went to Youngkin. Only 25% came out for McAuliffe.
She's so bad.
That is startling and should tell us all we need to know. McAuliffe pissed off the wrong voters, moms. Yes, as it turns out, maybe telling Virginia voters, quote, I don't think parents should be telling schools what they should teach, wasn't such a great idea.
No, it wasn't.
Maybe saying, I'm not going to let parents come into schools and actually take out books and make their own decision, turned off a lot of suburban moms.
Yep.
But that's what Terry McAuliffe said during a debate back in September.
Yep.
It was rightly called a blunder by, well, most people with a pulse. But McAuliffe, seemingly unimpressed by weeks of criticism and backlash from parents, defended the condescending and presumptuous remarks on Meet the Press just 2 days before the election, saying, everybody clapped when I said it. Of course, no one more than Youngkin, I'd imagine, who unsurprisingly ran hard on McAuliffe's own words, turning the dial up on a race that was already positioned around parental rights and education. Just imagine having the gall to tell parents that they shouldn't have a say in their children's education.
I know, right?
And then imagine saying that in Virginia, a state that already has a healthy number of homeschoolers, and where during the pandemic, families were forced to teach at home because of statewide school closures. To this group of people, McAuliffe decided to essentially say, you shouldn't be in charge of your kids' education, I should. Of course, in 1925, the Supreme Court ruled on this very thing, striking down an Oregon law requiring kids to be educated in public schools. As George Will wrote in an October column, 96 years and the news has still not trickled down to Terry McAuliffe. To me, it's not all that mysterious as to how Glenn Youngkin won, or rather, how Terry McAuliffe lost. He made the same mistake Trump did in 2020. He messed with moms. Okay, that does it for me.
How did Trump mess with moms, you lying heifer? How did that happen? How did Trump, I'm sorry, this picture, if you're ever sad and you're feeling down and you want something to pick you up, just Google a picture of Ayanna Pressley and have a big old belly laugh, honey. I mean, I'm sorry. Looking at her just automatically put a smile on my face. Anyway, how's she gonna lie and say that mothers were mad at Trump? That didn't happen. Why would mothers be mad at Trump? Well, where did that come from? Like, you are so salty. You want to sit up here and conflate. And hold up, McAuliffe, I did not know McAuliffe said that. He's talking about something, well, they clapped when I said it. Could you imagine being the audacity of someone saying, well, they clapped when I said it? Oh my God. All right, this is okay. Oh my God, this was so much fun. And I actually went through all of my notes. Hold on a second. Let me see. Let me see if there's anything I missed out on. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Lincoln Project. Do you know they were thankful for Terry McAuliffe thanked the Lincoln Project for showing Democrats how to expose the Republicans. These people are so low IQ. The bell curve is a lie, by the way. These people are so low IQ. You thought putting a black man in beige khaki pants with a white long sleeve shirt with a tiki torch along with a white woman, and y'all thought that this was going to symbolize the white nationalist who was on the at Charlottesville? Yeah, okay. That's okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. All right. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I did remember. I forgot to give you guys one more thing in reference to why there was a red wave. Joe Biden. Joe Biden is a joke. Joe Biden is unpopular. Joe Biden is not loved. People are over the old man eating vanilla ice cream. They are over it. He is embarrassing to America. He is embarrassing to our nation. And when he goes outside of this country to other countries, everybody's laughing at us because of who is our leader. Nobody takes control. Nobody takes him seriously. They laugh at him, and he is a embarrassment. So now Republicans is like, they are now realizing, Trump wasn't really that bad. They are now realizing Trump was not that bad. They did respect the man. So Joe Biden is becoming very unpopular. And with this entire infrastructure bill, where they want to take this out and put this in and take this out and put this in, listen, get ready. I'm going to make this prediction, then I'm going to read the Super Chats and the Streamlabs. Okay? Get ready for the Democrats to not turn around and have a moment of reflection. Get ready for them to pull out all the stops, all the tricks. It's about to get crunked because now, instead of them reflecting on how they can save themselves with integrity, and the only way you can save the Democratic Party is get rid of those commies. See, right now, the progressives, and I told you this is the bad thing about having people who are not part of your party infiltrate your party. They have these progressives and that are coming in and talking about all this social programs, these progressive programs. And I don't care how many times these losers keep telling me that most Americans want this. Obviously, that is not the case because America has told you, even the demon rat voters, told you they don't want your progressive program. They don't want your socialism, and they voted against it. One thing that I am sad to see Minneapolis do, because I really wanted to see them social workers go out there to these police calls. I really wanted you guys to abolish the police in Minneapolis. I wanted that content, honey. I sure was. I didn't care if I had to stay up at 3 o'clock in the morning to make sure I get those webcams from those so-called social service workers. Okay, I wanted to see how that was going to turn out. Now I'll never know because they rejected your stupidity of abolishing and defunding the police. They are tired of it. And now we realize that the capitalism that you try to shame us for loving and supporting and for what our country is backed by, now the American on the left and the right has spoken. And nobody wants this communism. And it's shown in Seattle, Washington, and Minneapolis. And yes, I know it's not pronounced that way. I don't give a fuck about your city. I'm going to say it the way I want to say it. Minneapolis, Minneapolis, Minneapolis. Go get fucked, dude. I'm tired of you guys from that fucked up place. It's a shithole. I don't have to pronounce a shithole correctly. But America's spoken. Joe Biden, here's another prediction. Joe Biden will not run again in 2024. He is done. If he makes it that long. I mean, the whole pooping in your pants is just, that's just a worldwide fiasco. I have a funny feeling that when and I hope this happens, when the Republicans take the House, they will, okay? The census has awarded 7 seats to the Republicans, and we are flipping a lot of Democratic seats from blue to red. We're going to get the House easily. It ain't even going to be a contest. And we're going to get the Senate back because Warnock is going to get out of there. He is not going to get going to get reelected. And there's a lot of senators who are Democrats who are not going to run again next year. So those seats are up for grab. You're in trouble, demon rats. And so once the Republicans take the House and they take the Senate, they are going to impeach Joe Biden. And I know you guys are like, we don't want no Kamala Harris. They're going to say that she's a... Listen, get her out now. Make her look like an imbecile for the next 2 years. Then when she try to run for re-election, Trump can eat her up alive. He's going to embarrass her. Remember, I need to remind you guys, when she was running for president, she dropped out early. I think she was the first person to drop out. When she was running as president-elect, when she wanted to be the president representative to be elected on behalf of the Democrats, she wanted to represent the president race. She dropped out because she wasn't liked. We need to humiliate her and embarrass her and make her look like a more fool by putting her in replacement of Joe Biden. So when she does go and try to rerun in 2024, now Trump can talk about she done messed up on this, she done messed up on that. Look, this heifer was put in charge of the border wall, and she hasn't done nothing in reference to that. You understand me? She is incompetent. Everything that she has been put in charge of has failed. Now we need to put her in charge. And listen, she can't mess up the world because you got a Republican-controlled Congress. So she ain't going to tear up the world too much. I mean, she can't tear up our nation too much. But now you can make her the president. Let her get her accolades. Ooh, the first black female president, the first female president. Let her have all those stuff, okay? She can have that because you know what? She's going to go down in history as the worst. Well, she's not going to outdo Biden. It's going to go all the worst presidents. It's going to go Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Jimmy Carter, and then Richard Nixon. In that order. Oh God. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's read the let me read the super chats here. Hold on a second. Thank you guys so much for your support. I really, really appreciate it. And let's go. Where? Oh, here we go. I found you. Okay. All right. I want to thank the following people for your super chats. Where did I leave off at? What was I leave? A lot of people left super chats and they didn't leave no message. Who is this? Steffi Effie? What? Do you guys get high before you choose your YouTube name? Steffi Effie says, haven't seen you all in a while. Husband got the kufi after getting the ouchie. Oh no, job mandated. Please wish and pray for us to get through this crap. Oh, I'm so sorry, Steffi Effie. May our loves and prayers go to your husband for getting a Fauci ouchie. And now he got the kufi. I'm so sorry to hear that. Buddha TT boy donated $5 twice and left no message. And of course, we have a sticker from R. Tanamal. Thank you so much for your $5. We have, who's this? Miss Anthropic 1, $10 donation. I have the worst luck. I'm in New Jersey. Pray for me, Tree. Oh no. Yes, I just broke the news with the beginning of the stream by letting everybody know that Murphy has won. I'm so sorry to hear that's happened to you. My heart goes out to you. Oh, dude, you just hang in there. Be strong. You're gonna make it through. Okay. Mr. Watermelon. This is white privilege cash here. With $7 from California. Thank you for the white privilege cash. I appreciate that, Mr. Watermelon. Magic Mac, the false flags are coming. Are they really? Here we go. Persona non grata, $5. Really great point about Kamala Harris. Had not thought of this. Oh yeah, I do politics all the time. So there's a lot of things I think like, how could we really play this 4D chess? And that's one of the ways of doing it. Gary Thomas donated $2. Thank you. I'm surprised Obama wasn't on the list of worse. No, when you compare to a lot of things that Obama, we haven't finished 1 year of this man's reign over our country, and look at all the bad things that has happened to our country. As much as I hate Obama, and I do hate him, none of this happened underneath his first year. None of this happened. And Kamala has done absolutely nothing with the border. So you understand that these two people are incompetent. So they are hands down are going to be the worst. Buddha, TT boy, another $5. Thank you so much. With not saying anything. God of $92. I also wanted to see the police go in Floyd Floyd Town. No, I don't want the police involved in this at all. They don't need to go where they're not wanted. Let these people suffer. See, if you want to be tribal and you don't want to hold yourself accountable, especially for your bastard ass kids that you don't raise to be hoodlums and criminals, then suffer the consequences. Y'all need to stop being merciful to our enemies. I don't care about these people. I want the police to. I'm telling y'all, that would have been some good content. Could you imagine sending a social worker on a domestic call? And do you understand the webcam footage from that would be epic? They want to sit up here and think it's easy to police the jungle. Okay, then. All right. We're going to send your goddamn Tarzan and Jane ass out there and see how that's going to work out for you. Man, that would have been some good ass technique. I'm telling you. Okay, so let's go to the stream let's go to the Streamlabs. All right, and did I K-Dub from the future?
Liverpool historian Lawrence Westgap contends blacks were majority race in U.S. all the way up to 1820s when the Euro influx began. Sent link to the video. Other interesting info too.
I don't have a link. K-Dot from the future, can you go to treeoflogic.com and email this? This is very interesting. I would like to look into that. Nestor, $3.
Here are some good figures on the growth of the Latinos.
Okay, let's look at that. And then we have Ghostly just donated through Super Chats. Tree, what do you think about Youngkin being the CEO of a Carly group? What is a Carly group? Okay, I'll look into this. What is a Carly group? Hold on, let me look at my chat. The CEO of a Carly group. I don't know what that is. Where's my chat at? I did email it. Okay, thank you. Thank you for emailing it to me. No, I don't look at Democrats as weak. I look at them as dangerous enemies. I mean, you guys don't know what weak people are, okay? These people are not weak. They are dangerous. They are deadly, as a matter of fact. So I don't have mercy on people who can take me out. What's wrong with y'all? That's a terrible thing. The Carly Group is a private equity company. Youngkin was. I don't know. That doesn't tell me nothing. It doesn't tell me nothing. I don't know what the group is. It's an private equity. I don't know what that is. So why don't y'all send me a description, bio, what they do, how much money they make? I don't know. I don't know. Y'all telling me something that y'all don't know. I don't know anything about. No, I don't keep my enemy closer. Y'all need to stop saying that. Stop saying keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Do you understand if you keep your enemies closer, they can kill you? Let me ask you something. Don't you silly white folks. If my enemy is behind a wall, can he kill me? No. But if I have him sitting beside me, can he kill me? Yes. He has more of a 100% chance of killing me sitting right beside me, close to me, than over behind a wall. Look up Josh Powell for how it works out when no, you email at me. I'm not looking at nothing. Email me. Treeoflogic.com. You send me an email. I ain't looking up nothing. You are bringing information to me. Love you. But if he's close, then you can get him if you need to. Barry, let me ask you something. How can you get someone when they put a bullet in your head? I can always tell people who don't know how to fight. You can easily see when your enemy is right beside you, you can easily catch him. How does that work when he has shot you in the head? Oh, look at the little heart thing. Thank you so much, Ironhead Rick. You guys don't know nothing about fighting. That's what I'm saying. Y'all LARPing. This is the reason why I got mad at my Tater Crayo Toss when he's talking about we need to fight against tyranny. These people don't know how to fight. Look at the stuff they tell me. Look at this is what I'm talking about. You think keeping your enemy really close to you is more safer than having him way away from you. I can bleed all over him. That's a tough stick. Shut up, Barry. Shut up. Shut up. You're not going to Valhalla with that mindset, okay? Odin does not approve of your shenanigans, okay? I just want you to know that. All right? So, all right. Okay, guys. You guys are so silly today. Listen, before I go, the Treehouse, this video, I'm not even going to edit this video out. Congratulations, you have a video that is not going to get edited out because I was talking about the recap. That's not going to be like this next week, okay? Can I get a Wakanda Forever? Who's saying, a Wakanda Forever? The only way you say Wakanda Forever is if I show a donation. Hold on a second. Let me get a donation. Who did a Wakanda Forever? Let's see. Who did a Wakanda Forever? Okay, here's one. Here's one. Oh, that's not it. Damn, what is my Wakanda Forever?
By the way, here's a funny video. I think we should make this a trend LMAO.
What is which one is, how much money do you have to give a Wakanda Forever? Is it a $3 one? Oh, there we go. That's it.
Hello, Tree. It has been a while. I like the new setup. God bless you. Smiley face.
There's your Wakanda Forever. There you go. Wakanda Forever. There you go. Persona non grata, for the love of God. It would take a link in the super chat. Ha 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 ha. Persona non grata. Thank you so much. Guys, remember, come here tomorrow on Thursday. I do the Treehouse News. Now, I am very PC on the Tree Show and on the Sunday show, the Sunday News Madness. But on Monday and Thursday, I am not PC. I use profanity. I'm very, very lit, politically incorrect, and all that jazz. So if you want to see the news up to date, come check me out tomorrow at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Also, thank you guys for giving algorithm comments on my short videos that are under two minutes long. Thank you so much for doing that for me. So anyway, I'm going to go. With that being said, I'm going to give you guys a t-shirt ad, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks to everybody who sponsored the show today. I am not going to alter the show. The show is going to stay as is, and so I want you to enjoy it. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Treehouse News. Later, taters. Bye.
Use code TREEHOUSE for free shipping.